For the first time in a mainline Pokemon series game, we get to choose from 3 starters that came from 3 different generations of Pokemon. In Pokemon Legends Arceus, you get to choose from Rowlet, Cyndaquil, or Oshawott. In this video, I'm going to be talking about which starter might be the best for you as you jump into your journey in Hisui. The first starter that we're going to talk about is Rowlet. Rowlet eventually evolves into Decidueye, and unlike in the previous generation games, Decidueye in this game is a grass fighting type. Very similar and look-wise actually to Blaziken. That's the first thing that it reminded me of when I looked at this Pokemon, except the hat looks a little weird. However, the stats of this Pokemon are really good, and the typing, grass fighting, is also really good in this game. Decidueye has a really high attack stat, really high special defense, and special attack. Some of its speed is a little bit slower, so you are going to need to pair it with some faster Pokemon to make sure that you're getting some hits in, and this is going to be more of a pure-based attacker than it would be any other Pokemon in the game, which makes sense with the fighting typing as well. But overall, Decidueye is a really good change-up to the Pokemon from its previous grass ghost typing to grass fighting, and really just a strong Pokemon in Pokemon Legends Arceus, because there's not a ton of fighting Pokemon that you can get early on in the game at least, so being able to have Decidueye is very useful for you as you go on your journey. Some of the new Pokemon that are going to pair really well with Decidueye are going to be Hisui Arcanine, Hisui Electrode, Hisui Zoroark, pretty much most of the Hisuian forms except for the super heavy based attackers with also slow speed on their Pokemon stats are going to be really well to pair with this Pokemon. So the majority of the new Pokemon that you get within this game are going to be really good. The only one that I would say probably not is Avalugg. Avalugg is really slow, so pairing him with an already slow Decidueye is not going to be your best move. So I would not pair him with that. But other than that, I really feel like Decidueye has a lot of good Pokemon that you can pair the character with and really have a good team as you're jumping through Hisui. The next Pokemon that we're going to talk about is Hisui Samurott. Hisui Samurott probably changed the least out of all 3 of the starters in their final evolution. It looks pretty much the same, except there was a color swap with the white to the black, which I think makes it look really cool, and I really like the final evolution of this Pokemon a lot. This Pokemon's stats are very similar to Decidueye's, however, there is a little bit faster speed that you get from Samurott, slightly less attack by 1 point, and then also special defense is also down. Other than that, their stats are pretty similar and comparable, but choosing between Decidueye and Samurott is really going to be up to, do you want a grass typing or do you want a water typing paired up with that dark or that fighting type that you can get with the secondary typing to those Pokemon. Because this Pokemon is very similar to Hisui and Decidueye, I would say the pairing types that you can put with this Pokemon are very similar. You can still stick with Hisui Arcanine, Hisui Electrode. You can also stick with Sneasler. Sneasler is going to be a good combo there. And then the new Lilligant, because of the fighting grass typing that you get with Decidueye, you now can get with Lilligant, would be a good pairing with this Pokemon. And then also just Zoroark just looks so freaking cool. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have Zoroark on every single one of my teams in this region because the Pokemon looks awesome and I really like the typing of it a lot. So overall, you can't really go wrong with Hisui and Samurott. The Pokemon is really cool looking. It's got some good moves. It's pretty leveled out in terms of stats. It's not spectacular, but it's also not bad. It does not have a super bad speed stat like Decidueye does, so Decidueye is very slow in comparison to Samurott. But other than that, the 2 first Pokemon that we've talked about in this video, you can't really go wrong with either one of them when you choose them. The final starter that you get to choose from is Cyndaquil, which turns into Typholsion, and in the Hisuian region, Typhlosion is going to be a fire ghost typing Pokemon. And when we first saw some screen captures of Hisui and Typhlosion without his flames on, the Pokemon looked a little down, looked a little sad, but with the flames on, the Pokemon looks a lot better, and I really like the purple coloring of the flames that you get on this Pokemon a lot. Typhlosion is a very strong special attacker, has the highest speed of all the other Pokemon, but he's kind of a glass cannon. HP and defense are really low. Special defense is also really low. This is going to be a fast special attacking Pokemon, and if that's something that you're looking for on your team, Hisui Typhlosion is definitely the Pokemon that you should choose. Now, the typings that you're going to have with this Pokemon are going to be a little bit different because it is going to need some defense and a couple other things. You're also not going to choose an Arcanine to go with the Typhlosion because you would have 2 fire typings and they share a lot of the same weaknesses. So having the same Pokemon essentially by any means necessary is probably not the best way that you can do it, but Arcanine does look cool. But I would go with an Electrode, probably the new Overquill from Quillfish Evolution. Sneasler is a good choice again. Avalugg maybe in place of Sneasler in case you want to have that ice heavy defensive Pokemon. Very low speed, but you also have the higher speed from Typhlosion, so you're good there. Lilligant is really good that you can add into your team with your Hisui Typhlosion, as well as Zoroark and Goodra. I think those would really round out this team really well with a Hisui Typhlosion. Instead of having the Arcanine, you're swapping it out for a couple other Pokemon, but all 3 of the starters really have some strong characteristics that you can pair with other Pokemon that really kind of highlight which one is going to be the best for you. Now the question is, which starter is actually the best? If I was going to choose based on just specifics of the Pokemon that you're going to see in the game, Hisui Samurott is probably going to be your choice. You're going to be able to pick up a Pokemon that is faster than the Decidueye, pairs just as well, and has a different typing with other Pokemon that you can pick up as well in the Hisui region. All 3 of the starters are really good. You can't really go wrong with any 3 of them. They're fun, they're exciting. The change-ups on the Pokemon, I was a little hesitant at first when I did see all 3 of them, except for Samurott. Samurott looked good from the beginning, but they have grown on me. Suing Decidueye was probably my least favorite, but I really like the shiny form of that. It kind of makes it look more like Decidueye with the green coloring coming back. Typhlosion just looked down bad, but the flames coming out on this Pokemon really help it look a lot better. And I've really come to like all 3 of the starters. Let me know down below which starter you're going to be choosing to take on your journey in Hisui. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you in the next one. See you later.